So initially, I didn't really know what video to make next, and I thought to myself I should really do a top 10 of my favorite shonens of all time. And I was like, hey, I should do that, but I didn't really know what to make my criteria for because I would want to base it off of something. So I'll be basing it off of enjoyment, writing, what I think about the characters, how it handles each themes, the consistency of arcs and how much I enjoy them. But yeah, that'll be the pretty much the criteria. But yeah, a series like JJK and Chainsaw Man won't be on here because we're just new gens, and I feel like they could definitely make the spot. As if with Kaiji number 8, My Hero, and Black Clover, and yeah, like a series like Naruto and DBZ won't be up here because they just didn't make the cut. But I should really just give them their praise because they do stuff that I feel like should be praised for. So yeah, with that being said, let's see the top 10. Alright, you already know I had to put this in my top 10. I mean, like, One Piece deserves its respects, and yeah, I just don't really enjoy it as much as I do with the other two big three. I definitely feel like One Piece does has its highs and lows, and yeah, Impel Down was pretty much, I didn't really like it. Marineford was awesome, but Fisherman Island, bro, and Punk Hazard, I'm pretty mid on Dressrosa, honestly, but I think the one key aspect of Dressrosa was definitely Doflamingo. I was pretty mid on Whole Cake Island. Wano has just been awesome to me. I feel like it's probably going to be one of the best arcs. But I wanted to give One Piece a spot in the top 10 because it definitely deserves its respects. And yeah, a lot of people love it. I feel like it does pretty much everything well. It's just I don't really enjoy it as much as I do with the other shonens. And yeah, so number 10. Honestly, number 10 and number 9 are pretty much changeable. You can switch them around, and it won't make the biggest difference in my opinion. But yeah, number 9 is Hunter x Hunter. I'm pretty much the same on it as One Piece. It's it's a series that I definitely like the writing for. My favorite arc being York New. Chimera Ant for me was just slow at the beginning, even the middle section. It just turns from this literal manga into a light novel by describing everything that's happening around them, which it takes away from the subtlety. And yeah, that just really just for me anyway, it just lowered my experience for it. But I could definitely see why people would have it as like their number one shonen arc, and probably have Hunter x Hunter as their like number one. And yeah, the power system, just phenomenal. I absolutely love it. It's my number one power system. Just my just next to Judge's stands, because man, Judge's stands, they're on another level. But yeah, it's number 9. If I didn't already annoy the or bother the Hunter x Hunter and One Piece fan bases, this definitely will. And coming in number 8 is Bleach. I absolutely love this series. The writing for it is so complex, bro. Like, you can peel back layers and layers of Bleach's narrative and just find these little hints of foreshadowing. Kubo at the beginning of Bleach definitely had huge just huge ideas for Bleach, and I absolutely love the series. My enjoyment value, 10 out of 10. The writing for it, it's a 9. It's definitely not up there with, I would say, Oda or Togashi's, but I absolutely love the characters. The characters know how to just be stylized. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Bleach has this reputation of being the worst in the big three, even though I have it above Naruto and One Piece. But yeah, definitely a series that has a lot of misconceptions about it. Guys, I'm sorry to say this, but Fullbring arc is not the worst arc. If I had to rank them, it would be a substitute arc, Soul Society, Thousand Year Blood War, Fullbring, and a Rancor Saga. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but I don't know why Fullbring keeps on getting ragged on. I just don't know why. It's just so good, bro. Like, reread Bleach if you honestly feel like the Fullbring arc is bad, because trust me, it's really good. And yeah, it's number 8. Coming in number 7 is actually the second anime that I've ever watched. That's Fullmetal Alchemist, and yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist, high quality series, definitely up there in my upper echelon of what I would rank it, what I think is like the best of the best, and yeah, it's currently in my top 20 manga of all time, not just shonen, but just manga in general. And if I ever had to suggest a series for someone's first anime to watch, it would definitely be Full Metal. And just the animation alone from the Brotherhood anime, which is terrific. I love Edward as the protagonist. I love his dynamic with Alphonse. And yeah, King Fury is the or King Bradley Fury. I don't know how you say, but King Bradley's the best antagonist in pretty much the entire series. I don't know. I just don't like Father and Pride. Evie's cool too. I guess Lust is too. But yeah, it was number 7. Yeah, sorry I had to keep this so long. Coming in number, what was it, 6 now? Yeah, 6 is Haikyuu. Haikyuu, man, it can literally do a lot of stuff for you. Let me just say that. It's definitely a series with a high quality to it. It definitely hits the characters really well. My personal favorite being Tsukishima, and yeah, just it can get you into volleyball at any time of week, and it's a series I can't say does anything wrong. It does everything it does to a T, and yeah, it deserves a number 6 spot, but it definitely is a series that it's definitely a series that I would encourage people getting into, because man, I wanted to get into volleyball just the week I started with Haikyuu, man. So yeah, definitely deserves this praise, and yeah, it's number 6. Coming in number 5 is a new up and coming series that is like taking the spot in like this anime season, and it's Tokyo Avengers. The the plot of Tokyo Revengers is enough to get me invested into it. Just the idea of gangsters and time traveling delinquents is enough for me to say like, yep, I'm watching this. And currently, it's a really good series. It's in its final arc, I believe, Bon 10, Bon 10. Yeah, Bon 10 arc. Yeah, I feel like I had to look it up, but yeah, it's the number or last arc, I think. Yeah. But yeah, high quality series. Takamichi doesn't need to have these like OP powers. Literally, my man cries and just inspires people. Even inspires me, kinda. He's a perfect underdog. He's how you do an underdog character, and yeah, just absolutely good series. I would 100% recommend it to you if you haven't seen it yet. Coming in number 4 is a series that I initially was hesitant to get into, but it's definitely one of my favorite shonen experiences, and that's JoJo's. Parts 1 is really hard to get into, definitely because it was released in 1986, believe it or not, but yeah, it's a series with a high quality to it. Definitely, I love parts 2, 4, 5, 6. Just absolutely love him. And parts 1 and 3, very good, but I definitely feel like the Monster of a Week format for part 3 really killed its enjoyment for me, but definitely the final 2 arcs, I think, because JoJo's isn't split into like arcs, it's like parts, but it definitely has many arcs in between, and I definitely feel like part 3 does have its immense quality just because of its payoff. And I love Joseph. I love Josuke, even though Josuke gets outshined by Koichi in his own part. Giorno's cool. Definitely every antagonist in JoJo's has this immense quality to them, which makes them stand out. I love Hirohiko. Is that how you say it? Yeah. I love Araki's art style. So distinct. It's just so refreshing to the shonen genre. I'm definitely inspired by North Fistar. And yeah, I think he even worked on it, if I'm not mistaken. Just yeah, I absolutely love JoJo's, and if we were including parts 7 and 8, easy number 1, baby. Like best parts in the entire series, without a doubt, bro. Coming in at number 3 is it's a controversial one, but it's Attack on Titan. And yeah, initially, I definitely it used to be on number one before I read the two other series, but I definitely feel like the ending to Attack on Titan was good in my opinion. And yeah, good on Isayama. Definitely has a great series under his belt. And I'm not one of those people who absolutely just says AOT is trash or overrated just because of the ending. You can't get rid of what Isayama did before the ending. And even if you didn't like the ending, you have to admit Isayama is one. He's a genius, bro. Like I would still remember the moment I saw Reiner, and also spoilers if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, but spoilers anyway. 1, 2, 3. I would never forget Reiner and Bertolt's transformations, like the reveal of them. It's just so good, man. Definitely deserves its number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2 is definitely one of Takashi's better works, in my opinion. It's my favorite of all of his works. Or yeah, and that's Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is it's an experience. Everything Bleach and JJK are getting praised for is definitely inspired by Yu Yu Hakusho. Definitely, Yusuke as a protagonist is one of my favorites. Definitely, yeah, it just has this immense amount of quality to it. I love the in between slice of life moments in between the hype and just big moments in the entire series. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, I would definitely suggest seeing it because I have it above Hunter x Hunter for a reason. Everyone praises Hunter x Hunter, but definitely Dark Tournament. And Dark Tournament is like one chunk of a huge part of the series. But even though its ending is a little bit sloppy, I would definitely suggest it to anyone who hasn't seen it. Coming in number 1 is a personal one of mine, and it's a series that I definitely feel like is underrated and underappreciated, but ignore what the author did. I definitely feel like this series should be given a top 10 spot in anyone's list, and that's for Ronin Kenshin. Bro, the immense quality of Ronin Kenshin is, especially from the time period it was releasing, because it was made in like 1996 or 1995, because yeah, just the antagonist, the protagonist philosophy of pretty much of your way of the sword, the just the stellar character designs, and the time period it pretty much takes place in, because of yeah, it takes place in Meiji era. Not trying to spoil anything, but yeah, the antagonist and protagonist just rivalry. How Kenshin has to battle foes from his past just to protect the friends he has in the future, and just absolute go-to series, an underappreciated gem of shonen. And yeah, ignore what the author did. It's definitely a series that I would recommend to pretty much anyone who likes shonen manga. And yeah, it's definitely a series that does have an immense amount of quality to it. It's definitely battles a lot of genres with comedy, romance, action, just and pretty much anything else, honestly. Does it to a T. And yeah, it's probably my favorite shonen of all. And yeah, that was the list, guys. I definitely pissed off a few fan bases with this list, but yeah, I did. All the series on here deserve respects. Even One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, even though fan bases can be a little bit overbearing, I definitely feel like each series up here definitely has its high qualities and should be watched pretty much whenever. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, tell me what your guys' top 10 is in the comments below. But yeah, it has been your host Blind, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a peaceful or blessed day.